Aye, so just look at that. What a great, great moment for Dan Burn. Dancing away there with some great flashy moves. It was quite fantastic to watch. You could just see the lad was beaming, and rightly so. He scored his first goal in front of the Gallagher end at St James's Park in style. Very important goal against Leicester City the other night there to take us, well, partway to a semi-final. But it's every Geordie's dream, isn't it, really, to score that goal at the Gallagher end at St James's Park, and he did it, and it was really nice to see the lad on cloud nine. Aye, so welcome to Geordieland 1892. It's been a bit strange, hasn't it, going away to play Arsenal and getting that 0-0 draw, a point proven there by Newcastle, and then all of a sudden playing in the FA Cup, being knocked out by Sheffield Wednesday, and then beating Leicester City at St James's Park in the Carabao Cup, beating them 2-0, goals from Dan Burn and JoeLinton. It's been fantastic. We've got through to the semi-final, and we got a tie in the draw against Southampton, who famously knocked out Manchester City in the quarter-finals. So it's all to look forward to, and the next game, well, let's go one game at a time, because obviously the two-legged affair against Southampton will be in another week's time. But on Sunday we play Fulham. We play them at 2 o'clock in the Premier League at St James's Park, and you know, it's probably not going to be as easy as the last time, but they're on a rich vein of form at the moment, Fulham, and they've been sneaking up the table. But before we go on to that, I just wanted obviously to mention the fact that in the early hours of yesterday morning, JoeLinton was caught drink driving, charged, arrested. Very disappointed to hear that. I don't want to be too judgmental, but Howie, Joe, man, you know, all the money you've got paid as a professional footballer, just get a bloody taxi, man, or get one of your mates, ring one of your mates up, man, get a lift, you know what I mean? Hire a private car, I don't know. Oh, God, he's a young lad, we make mistakes, I do get that. Eddie Howe has commented on it. He was very shocked. He was disappointed. Apparently JoeLinton is very sorry. He's very remorseful. I could not hardly say that there. Very remorseful about the event. I can imagine whether he'll play on Sunday. Well, Eddie Howe's decided that he's going to take stock and he's going to have a think about that. Now, obviously, it's really not what you want to hear. One of your first team superstars getting caught for drunk driving, because, you know, it is pretty irresponsible. But like I'm saying, you know, sometimes we're young, we make daft mistakes, and we learn by them, and hopefully he will learn by his mistake. As we move on, Garang Kuol has decided that he will go on loan to Heart of Midlothian up in the Scottish capital in Edinburgh, playing for the Jambos. He will be there for the remainder of the season, and I wish him all the luck in the world. Best of luck, mate. He was actually, well, he is our first January signing, even though the deal was made back in September, leaving Central Coast Mariners in Australia and making the change to, well, these couple of months are going to be a bit tough, aren't they, coming from Australia and then playing in the Scottish capital. But it'll toughen him up. Definitely. Why did he make that choice to go to Heart of Midlothian? They are third in the league, but I think it's a no-brainer, really. He does have another 3 fellow Aussies to help him through up there. Nathaniel Atkinson, Cammy Devlin and Kai Rowles all play up at Hearts. They'll all play for the Jammy Tarts, and I'm sure, you know, it'll be a good learning curve for him. So I wish him all the luck in the world. Get on, son. I cannot wait for him to get a foot into playing over here, and hopefully, next season we're going to see a fantastic player. He is one for the future. Now, obviously, there's all sorts going on in the papers. There's also the media, Sky, lots of YouTube channels are all banging on about January signings. Me personally, I'm not going to really get into that on here because a lot of it's just speculation, and yeah, it's good to talk about sometimes, but I'm at the moment not going to be drawn on the situation. What will be. I'm sure that Dan Ashworth is working very, very hard behind the scenes to bring in the right players. Newcastle take on Fulham on Sunday at St James's Park. Now, Fulham been quite the surprise package, haven't they, really? So have Newcastle, really, to be fair. But Fulham have been sneaking up the league under Marco Silva. And, Fulham have been doing really well lately. Since the restart after the World Cup, they've actually won 4 out of their last 5. They've drawn 1 and won 4, actually. 2 of those on the road against Crystal Palace and Leicester City. Doing really, really well. In actual fact, at this moment as we speak, Newcastle sit in 3rd with 35 points and Fulham sit in 6th with 31 points. So they will be trying everything in their power to get 3 points on Sunday. It'll take them 1 point behind us if they want to beat us. Quite an unbelievable achievement, in my opinion. And like I say, as the same for Newcastle. Now, they did play Chelsea last night, and they did win that West London derby 2-1, even though Chelsea had far superior amount of shots. They did score 2 terrific goals, really, really well taken goals. And one of those goals was scored by Willian, who used to play for Chelsea. That must have been a bit of pill. And obviously Carlos Vincius, I think that's how you pronounce his name, but both goals were really well taken, great strikes to be fair. Now, there was no Mitrovic last night. He didn't feature at all, but according to Silva, it looks like Mitrovic might be on the mend and he could well play on Sunday against Newcastle, his old club. Obviously, he's an ex-Toon player. He hasn't caused us much or any damage really in past meetings. The last time when we played them at Craven Cottage and we beat them 4-1 down there, he did limp off after 37 minutes. Eddie Howe has spoken today in his press conference, and when asked the question, was there any injuries to talk about after the Leicester City match, he said that everybody's fine and dandy, and we've come out of it with no problems whatsoever. So that is great news, great to hear. Going in, we're going to have a full squad on Sunday, and now that we've got Isaac back, there's more options on the table for Eddie Howe. Now, to be honest, am I going to predict a score? I think I am. I am going to predict a score, and actually I'm going to go 2-0 to Newcastle. 2-0 to Newcastle. We do have the best defence in the Premier League at the moment, conceding only 11, and I don't think that Fulham are going to score. That's what I think, and I think the goals are going to come from Wilson and Almiron. So 3 points is a must really for Newcastle on Sunday. We've got Manchester United on equal points, and they're breathing down our necks. We are just up there on goal difference. They do play Manchester City this weekend, and I suppose really we'll be either hoping for a draw there, would be the best result, wouldn't it? But I think Manchester City are going to probably win that game. I think they'll want to bounce back from that defeat against Southampton. But like I say, it would be happy days if it was a draw and we got 3 points. I think really that's all I've got to say today. I've said quite a bit. And thank you for watching Geordieland 1892. Please like if you like, and please give us a subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't cost a penny, and you'd make me very happy. All I can say is all the best. Let's hope for a good win on Sunday. If you're at the ground, enjoy yourself. If you're watching it on TV, wherever you are, enjoy it, and let's hope it's a jubilant day again. All the best from me.